from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Sterling Hockrichter to kick off. It's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first down throw for Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Elliott's the ball carrier.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 17 carries, 70 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
That's out to the left and complete.
Complete to CD.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. First carry here for Todd Gurley. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Made by Gerald McCoy.
8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 6-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. A gain of pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defense as week in and week out.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking again that time for Amari Cooper, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to air it out deep for Green. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
1st and goal, Atlanta. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
6-0 our score after 1.
Cowboys nothing.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Todd Gurley. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this 1st half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons!
Complete.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons push further out in front. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone. and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a...
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 40.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup.
48-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
It's a pickup of 6.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
First opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17.
Cowboys 3.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Stand 10. At their own 30.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From midfield, here's Wentz. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll kick things off in Tampa. Carolina paying a visit in an NFC South matchup. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. David Montgomery, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. Ryan Tannehill's thrown a touchdown there. In our game, it's been Carson Wentz with a strong first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
32-yard line.
Now Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Now Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Dak Prescott sacked.
That's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's true as they get back in a bit here. It's now 23-10. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Again, they run with Gurley. He's to the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. Throwing now is Wentz. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The fades are tough because you need a perfectly placed pass. They got one there.
That they did. And I used to have a former partner I worked with who hated the fade pass. Where do you stand on it?
I do not like it because you're going into a corner. You don't have any room. What do you think? You're the analyst.
I love it when they complete it. Then it's a heck of a call.
Yeah, well, that's not very gutsy.
Yeah, it really isn't.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Prescott on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
46-yard
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Jarwin, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
That one complete to Elliott. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
Keanu Neal brought him down. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 22, Prescott. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Prescott to throw it. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Wentz now on 1st down. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this is going to be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Yards to go.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Touchdown, Falcons.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
Sterling.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense was able to force the punt a moment ago, but that's really the first of about 8 steps that need to go right for them to get back in this as they start here 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Prescott yet again. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin.
Prescott's pass.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Going for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Cowboys.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jameis Olawale, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Sirline connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really Not much reason to use him at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they take a knee. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they will take a knee here.
Wentz on the keeper.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.